What's it, guys? I'm back with the part two, and I left off when this is this is called "What If Asta and Noelle and were abandoned part two." So from when I left off is they was getting ready to leave the forest of the house they was being in to be trained at with Goten, Pan, Trunks. They have godlike abilities now, so they are completely overpowered. So yeah, so they are walking around, actually flying to the capital, literally just flying, like literally fast. But they stop halfway to help people out sometimes because they see danger a lot. So they literally split up sometimes to go kill those things. So yeah, they literally spread out and kill monsters to get more popularity. Asta's popularity is over like 100. Yuno's 99. Actually, no, 100. Everybody in the squad I just put in. Oh yeah, don't forget about Jade. Jade is Pan's daughter, and she has the same magic as Noelle. But this time Noelle has dark hair like her sword, and her armor is too. But Jay is like have light hair, but light armor and light sword. So basically, everybody got completely upgrade. Asta's hair is now black, like literally after they absorb the godlike abilities, their hair turned to different colors. Asta's black, Noelle's dark blue, and green, light green, I guess. If you see it on the picture, yeah. Then Jade is like light blue for Jade. I put her in the story because it's Pan's daughter. So yeah, Goten, Pan, and Trunks are not Saiyans; they are human beings. So yeah, they are going and they made it to the capital. At the capital, they are saying we have finally made it here. And then they start getting some grub. They eat like they was hungry, like literally they just stuff. And then it was like the magic night exam. They turn into grimoires. Everybody's surprised about and the two girls, but the kid with the five leaf, they're not surprised, but they sent this pressure off of him. Like it's overwhelming. He knows his magic might be high, so that's why I can't sense it. To them, it's key. He feels not the anti-magic god power. So yeah, once they walk in, they don't bump into Yami. Actually, they. Hmm. So they bump into Yami, and Yami's surprised about the three kids with magic, but he's more surprised with the kid with the key. He said, "These guys are good candidates." Y'all gonna be surprised at the end. So yeah, they went in. The birds don't go to Noelle, or Jay because they have high level magic. But the birds, Asta's not a dick, so he let the birds lay on them. They wondering why they're not pecking him, cause they respect this man's power. And they was about to laugh until Asta really got serious. Looked at him, powered up a bit, like 3% of his power of ki. The birds didn't flow off, but it scared the rest of the opponents. Alright, the first test was the anti-magic birds. The second test was the broom, the flying brooms. There was like 50 of them, couldn't do it with the broom, and 50 can. Not that high though, but when it came to Asta, Noelle, and Jade, and they just literally flew up. Like no one cares. Like they just flew up with magic. Asta flew up. They're just surprised about this kid's power. With no magic, but he can fly. So they complete that test. It came shooting thing. Also, you just use the key blast, and the rest you use energy blast. I'm not energy blast, magic blast. But they calmed it down a bit because they don't want to show off too much power. And they passed that. Then it came the 1v1s. The one royal who's like high rank walked up to Asta and said, "I challenge you, you filthy commoner." Asta was like looking at his group and said, "Should I just destroy his ass?" No offense, sorry, but this is like a new Asta. Like, not that loud Asta, but the common, cool, collector Asta with black hair. And they say, yes, destroy him. He's pathetic. Like, his sense of magic is really low. Like, lower than low. It's the lowest of the low. He said, okay, bet. And how much percent of my power should I use? They check his magic again, and they said, like, 2%, I guess. Or 3, it depends. And he said, bet. And they said, how dare you think you could beat me, you filthy commoners? And he said, yeah, I can defeat you perfectly. As the grimoire comes off, and then his sword was not his grimoire, it was literally on the side of his waist. And Yami was like, a katana, huh? Why is it black? Asta looked in his book, and he said, new spell. I'm gonna try it out. And the Magic Knight just shot literally like ice at Asta. Asta literally just said one word, and he has 2% of his power. He said, "Anti-magic god slash." It slashed. Anti-magic, a key in anti-magic. It slashed through the attack and dispersed in it. Everybody was surprised. They was wondering, what is this kid's magic? Yami knows about ki, but what is this darkness over the magic? The key. And it hit the dude. He flew. And also directed his ki slash with anti-magic up, for it doesn't kill the guy. But the guy was still flying, and he hit the wall. Everybody was like, what is this kid? And Jade, Noelle, and us, Jade, Noelle, and yuno, or clapping. They said, good work, Asta. No. They said Goten. Sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. They changed their names for they cannot get identified who they are until who they can trust. They said, good job, Goten. And he said, thank you, Trunks. And Jay said, yeah, Goten, you did the best. And he said, thanks, Jade. And Noelle said, you did good. Just don't get too cocky, okay, Goten? He said, yes, Pan, I won't get too cocky. Everybody just looking at him like, huh. They're acting like they know each other like so well. But Noelle definitely noticed something. That girl right there with the dark blue hair looks familiar, but he can't put his finger on it. And yeah, here comes Noelle's opponent. Noelle's opponent was a royal, but to her surprise, it was from the Silver Eagles. And he said, oh great, now I have to deal with this past. And the royal that was coming up was her brother. And he said, are you ready, you filthy commoner? And he said, you more annoying than ever. And he said, how dare you, commoner? How you even think to talk to me like that? Because your personality sucks. That's what she's saying to this nigga. Like, you are trash. I am godly. She doesn't say godly. She said, in her head, she said godly. And then he shot his water attack. Noelle pulled out her katana. Naomi said, a katana again, but it's blue. Dark blue. And she said, like, she looked in the book and, like, the blast is coming so slow to her, but everybody was fast. He said, what's this new technique? And she tried it out. I just made Ozus go faster because I don't want to show all his techniques yet. But I'm going to do Noelle, Yuno's, and Jade's magic hers. She does look at a book. She said, good technique. Then she got in a stance that almost resembled a dark slash, dimension slash. But this one is water. And she said, not like Lily. Did I say God's? No, in her head. She said, water god magic. She literally said water god magic. She literally got me stance. It said water god dimension slash. It doesn't do a dimension. She just names it that. Actually, it does, but the dimension disappeared after it cut through. No one saw it, so it cut through his water attack and then smacked him. But it didn't kill him, but it grazed his arm off. Not all the way off, but just a little bit. And he was out. Everybody was like terrified of her power now. Noelle was wondering who is this woman and why she has water magic. Because the only person he remembers is Noelle having water magic. Sorry, guys. And the group cheered for her, like, you did, Pan, you did good. He said, thanks, guys, but I'm not trying to get too cocky. Goten said, yeah, since Austin changed his name to Goten. And he said, yeah, Pan, we're too overpowered for these guys anyway, so what's the point of being cocky? No one hurt them, but Yami did. And he's grinning like, these kids think they boss. And then here comes Yuno's match. And here comes another royal from a fire. From the Gondans, I guess. It was a different royal who was literally like, yeah. Yeah, it was a royal who had lightning magic. You know what I said? Lightning magic, huh? This is gonna be fun. And like getting in the stance, pull out this katana. And he said katana again, but now it's green. Oh my god, weird. These kids getting these swords. And then he said, alright, bring it on. I want to test this new skill. After the lightning mage sent a big lightning thing to, it was slow to him. And he looked in his book quick, and it said, Wind God Magic. And the spell, it was not insane, but it was like low multiplier on it. And he said, Wind God Magic. In his head, though, because he is one of the secrets. Wind started gathering around Yuno. And he said, Wind God Slash. He slashed. The slash was so thin, no one saw it. Not even Yami. He could sense Ki, but he cannot sense this guy's power. And then it cut through the lightning magic straight up, and then went with the wind magic, God magic, and then it was like lightning was coming back at him. Like, did you direct my lightning back at me? And he said, nope. And it hit him, but it didn't kill him, but his own lightning shocked him. And they are shocked again about his power. And then came Jay. Jay has the same water magic, but her water magic is more potent. Because she has more special power. Sorry for that, another pause. So, yeah, Jade is up next with her water magic. And her water magic is more potent and more special. But not more close to the Noelle's power. But she's really next to her, like in power. And she literally like went up against a guy with a mage of royalty of who I didn't do the flaming people yet, did I? From Glowion's troops, I guess. Yeah. And this dude was actually he had wind magic on his side, like basically. But basically his wind magic is like more potent, like hella potent. almost a yuno, but lower. She said, pretty much I have to get a little harder on this dude. And then the dudes were like, let's have a good fight. And she said, likewise, because this match is more respectable. And then he does a wind slash. And she dodged, pulled out a katana, slashed the wind back at him. And he's wondering, like, dodged. And then he does a wind blast. She dodged and slashed that in half. And then he did one final move. And he said, God of the wind. No, he doesn't say God of the wind. He said, wind of the tornado. She's like, She got in a more samurai stance. Yeah, back to the battle, and Jade finished off her opponent quickly with a water god slash. Yeah, back with the beginning. Jade finished her opponent, and now it's about to the Magic Knight captains to pick. First up is Jade. All hands raised for her. She chose the Black Bulls. No one questions, but when it comes to Yuno, all hands was raised. Yuno chose the Black Bulls. And when it comes to Noelle, by the way, I'm just saying their names if I can remember. They know them by Goten, Pan, and Trunks, so, When Noelle gets picked, all hands was raised, but she's disgusted with the Royals, so she went to the Black Bulls. And when it came to Asta, no one raised their hands, but Yami did. And Asta chose the Black Bulls because he really doesn't care about Royals at all anyway. And then they wondering why everybody chose the Black Bulls. They might be the worst squad. The people that picked the Black Bulls say, why did y'all go to the Black Bulls? You know the Black Bulls are the worst squads. And Asta said, shut up, Royals. We're going with the Black Bulls to make them the best. We don't care about your royal whatever. They literally nod to this because they don't like Royals at all. They said, alright, Captain, we're gonna go. Because Asta with the bluntness, like Mr. Goten. No. He said, right now, yes. And he said, bet. And they was leaving. The Royals was getting mad except for Goyon because he sees the results. Went to the Black Bulls hideout. They met everybody. Before the fireball can hit Asta, Noelle literally just backhands it with one hand. Like, not Asta, like, Goten, are you okay? He said, yeah. I just don't want to smack it for some reason. They did that. Met up. Everybody was about to do the baptism, and Yami said, no baptism. They already passed my expectation. He said, how so? And he asked him to give him a devastation. Alright, and he's like, alright, Jade, Pan, Goten, and Trunks, can you just show them a demonstration of your power? They said, bad. And there's a big boulder, like 4 boulders. They got their technique of stance ready, and they slash. Of the slashes I told you about, one rock for Jade cut completely in half. The rock Asta was coming at completely broke. Like one slash through, it broke the whole rock. One slash of Yuno's, his rock disintegrates. And one slash from Noelle, her rock exploded. into like almost water like almost, but it's exploded and the rocks turn into mud. That's like how overpowered they are. They say bet they're in the Black Bulls, and at this time, Yuna and Asta do have feelings for. Asta have feelings for Noelle. Yuna has feelings for Jade, but they don't know how to impose this until they're unsurprised. Noelle and Jade have feelings for them. So yeah, they're gonna ask each other something like Asta asked Noelle, can he come with him for a bit? She blushes, but she applied. And did the same with Jade. Jade applied. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and also, asked them out on a date. Well, for Jade, she said yes and hugs For the well, she was kind of about to say like she was like blushing like hardly, and then he said, "Are you okay, Noelle?" And she said, "Yes, I would rather go on a date with you." And she hugs Asta. Asta hugs back. He said, "Thanks. I'm glad to hear it." And at the end, the two girls backed up and smooched them on the cheek. I mean, not on the cheek, in the mouth. They are kissing. And this is going to be the end of this chapter. If you guys like this, more subscribe. I will do the what if Issei had Drake as a samurai sword on the next what if. So if you guys want that, subscribe, go to comments, and make people don't make people watch it. Like find people who like these videos, and I'll keep making more for you guys. And yeah, so this is Saturday, so it might come on today. So yeah, peace.